If you've been online lately, there's a good chance you've come across a post that's been dominating social media. The AI-generated image, All Eyes on Rafah, you can see there, has been shared more than 46 million times on Instagram alone. It is unclear what the image exactly is, but it is stirring up emotion. Some argue posting an ambiguous graphic does not depict the sheer horror, of course, that is taking place in Gaza, while others say it can be used as an opportunity to raise awareness. So there's lots for us to discuss here. I want to bring in our media correspondent, Hadass Gold. And Hadass, this is pretty much everywhere on social media, Instagram, X, TikTok, and it's an AI image, like we said. Do we know at this stage where the phrase may have originated from, who may be behind this image?
So actually, the phrase "all eyes on Rafah" is something that we have seen pro-Palestinian activists using for some time. And it's thought to have originated back in February when a World Health Organization representative used it in an interview. And we saw it on signs in some of these campus protests. But then it's really and you can see it right there. There's some signs from those college protests using the phrase "all eyes on Rafah." But this viral image really took off over the last few days, and it's been stunning to see how many people are sharing it. These everything from big name celebrities like Mark Ruffalo, Dua Lipa. But also, I follow just some, makeup influencers who most of the time are just posting about things like lipstick, and they very rarely wade into world politics. And they were posting this exact image. And I think that goes to show you how striking this image is, and also how a viral moment can really take off. As you noted, it's been shared, I think, more than 45 million times. It's been traced back to an artist in Malaysia. It's pretty clear that it is AI generated, first of all, because, even if it is either trucks or tents, that's not what those tent camps in Rafah look like. Also, there are snow-capped mountains in the background of this image. There are no snow-capped mountains in Gaza, but that almost doesn't matter. What matters is the message, and what matters is it's a striking image that is being shared. Also, I think what's interesting is one of the reasons that it's being shared so widely is because it's so easy to share. The original user, when he posted it, he used the Add Yours feature on Instagram, which makes it really easy for somebody to share the image with just a couple clicks and add their own captions or tags to it. So it was super shareable, and it's a really arresting image that sort of catches your eye, even more so than if it was an actual picture of something that's happening in Gaza. And also, Meta, which owns Instagram, it would filter out anything that's too graphic. And this isn't a political statement on what's happening, or Meta, what they want to do with what's happening, the coverage of what's happening in Gaza or in Israel. It's more to do with just graphic imagery. They don't want graphic imagery to be on this platform. But this, of course, is not graphic. It doesn't show anything graphic. In fact, it doesn't even show a human being. You get the sense that there's many millions of people represented in this image, but you don't see an actual human being. So you don't have to worry about the meta filters in there. I think that's also why it's taking off the way it does. Now, as you noted, there are some questions about, does this work? Does this help in any way? We saw something similar in Black Lives Matter. If you remember, there was those people would post like black squares taking over your feed, Blackout Tuesday, and there were some questions of whether that actually did anything to help. Some people call it slacktivism, or they call it performative allyship. And there's still, experts sort of argue back and forth about whether this will actually work, but it's definitely garnering attention. But some pro-Palestinian activists are saying what they really need is actual action and not so much Instagram post. I should also note that there is sort of a counter movement also. Some pro-Israel accounts have started posting their own AI images saying, "Where were your eyes on October 7th?" with an image of a baby in front of what appears to be Hamas militant. That baby is supposed to look like Kfir Bibas, who is, of course, one of the children that was taken hostage, still believed to be held hostage. And so they are saying that this should also be going viral in the same way.